Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep. 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 Yeah, just making sure that was all working. Every time I move, this frickin' table's squeaking. I don't know. I'm about to coat this whole thing in WD-40. Oh, yeah. We doing or we doing? That everyone's doing pretty darn well. Excuse me. I tell you, I'm getting old. Oh, I'm getting old. SDCO with the bounce back. I still say silver and gold are in play. That's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. Freaking AMD, baby. Nobody even wants to say hello? Alright, forget you guys then. I will entertain myself. Oh, there goes the keyboard. SMCI next up should be about 42 and a half. 42 and a half. Why does it taste so sweet?
was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Kids are over here crying on stock twits. Who knew about BlackBerry and Nokia? We did. We did. Why does it taste so sweet? It's like a gift, really. People don't understand that, you know? Where do I get these ideas? It's like a gift. Alright. I'm gonna roll something up. Being that I'm sitting here talking to myself. Hey, Joey Bagadona. That was hilarious. The drinking turtle, my man. Never even seen that before. I don't even know what that is. Joey, good morning, brother. It's just you and me against the world, bro. As you can see, I've been sitting here live for 10 minutes. You're the first person to say something. So, in about another 10 minutes, I'm going to tell everyone to piss off, and I'm going to go make a video. What is this? This guy's sending me fucking turtles and coins over here. It's alright, I appreciate it, huh? I appreciate it. Alright, nice, nice. Yeah, I was gonna tell everyone, they have like this, this like hype feature now. And apparently when you watch one of my videos, you can like hype it. And then after like a couple of people hype it, more people see it, I guess. I don't know. So I was gonna tell everyone that as well. When I post a video, if you guys can, you know, like the video, leave a comment, and I guess hit that hype button. I think you're allowed to, I think you're allowed to hype like a couple of videos a week, and it said it resets for you guys on Monday, I think. So like every week you can hype people videos. Wow, Joe, look at this, bro. This could send me turtles and jewels. Look at this. Look at this. About to run down to the pawn shop. Yeah, appreciate it, appreciate it. Good man, good man. Up, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, everybody. We all need to pay attention. Apparently, I got the Nokia idea from this gentleman. Look at the comment section from years ago. Thanks for the review. Keep up the Nokia stock update. Let me ask you this question, sweetheart. Look at the comment section on what? On what? On my video? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. My man said, look at the comment section. Ah! See, this is what I mean about people, right? This is what I mean about people. You're supposed to come in. You're supposed to say, "Wow, bro, you made good. We were talking about this for a while. It's working out. Appreciate everything you do." Right? That's how you start a conversation. You don't sit here and tell me when one of my stocks is up freaking 400% that it was because of you. All right? You don't. I'm sorry. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. You are something else. Jose, can you see? Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. This guy said, look at the comment section. Hey, my man. Appreciate you, brother. I love you too, man. Love you too. I'm glad it's all starting to work out. We got stocks climbing, hitting highs. We got BB. We got NOK hitting highs. We got MX. What about MX? Anyone own that? Woo, look at that. Woo, look at that. Right up to the trend line, 685 new highs, as expected. Let's get some dubs in the chat. Hold on, I got something for you guys.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Yes, it was easy. You guys remember when it ran up to 5, and then I was like, yo, you gotta be all over this thing. And now it's up over 100%. SMCI, again, having a great day, of course. We just did a video on that recently, and I spoke about getting above that top line resistance, which is here. And I said we can come down, maybe fill the gap. We can test this resistance, and look at that. Came down, tested the resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions straight up. Straight up off resistance above the next trend line. Technically, next stop, again, should be about 42 and a half. And a half. MX. Yeah. I mean, again, it went on a run, so they could drop it a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, it's still kind of cheap. Still kind of cheap. Again, if it gets above these trend lines, you can see this next stop here, maybe about 7.5. If it can get up above there, I mean, you're talking like a double back to 15. So, I like it. I like it. Again, obviously you missed it down here, but I like it. This is why I'm the best. Because you turn on your PC today, and unfortunately, the uneducated investor, what do? They go to Reddit, they go to StockTwits, and what do they see? Oh, I missed out on Nokia. Oh, I missed out on BlackBerry. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't. Because I have the mind of a champion. I'm a legend. And I'm too damn freaking good at this. And I said, there will come a day when the Johnnies miss out, they get the FOMO, and then they start posting about it, and then people are like, oh, the stock's up huge. Is it still a buy? Should you buy it? You're welcome. You're welcome. Give the credit where it's due. Average is at $4. Let the bulls run. All right, I don't know. You're saying a lot of stuff. I didn't hear any apology, but that's okay. We'll put it to the side. We'll put it to the side. Everyone thank Danny Hernandez apparently for bringing us Nokia. Boy, you are outside your mind. It's okay though. It's okay. That's why I love the finance space. Yeah, wow, great. You're in here bragging, taking credit for my idea. Thanks for the donation, buddy. Thanks for the donation. Up 6 figures. Must be nice. Must be nice. See, I should be up 6 figures too, but, you know, I'm a nice guy. I don't charge anybody. That's why all these other traders and people you guys follow, that's why they have nice houses and big accounts. You know that, right? It's because they're getting thousands and thousands of dollars from their community to not only cover their losses, but to help keep their accounts growing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't know, man. The mentality in this space is freaking ass backwards. Spark 'em if you got 'em. Yeah, I can tell, Danny. I can tell. I mean, your name's not even green. You come in without a green name. Try to take credit for my idea. Tell me you got 6 figures in the position. I'm sitting here. I can barely afford to buy pasta. That's why I love people, man. That's why I love some people. Oh, they're adorable. They're so adorable. Just like the kid the other day. I mean, you know, again, I didn't want to rip him a new asshole. He just came in, but, you know, the kid joins the Discord, doesn't say hello, doesn't say thank you, says he's up thousands of euros in MX. And then I was like, oh, hey, you know, I accept donations, maybe a little commission if you can. All of a sudden, kid went radio silent, didn't say a word for like 3 hours, right? Then he was like, oh, I thought you were joking. Yeah, I'm joking, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. Earthy. It's got very earthy tones. Let's go back to Danny's call. Woo, look at that son bitch. Woo, look at that son bitch go. Yep, we're tightening up at the top. We're ready to pop again. I'm telling you, 17, what was it? 17 and a half? It's coming. It's coming. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbuster. It's all good, bro. You could go radio silent. Like I said, bro. Again, I hate to jump down your throat. Like I always told people, don't bullshit a bullshitter. Came in here, said some stupid shit right off the jump. And like I said, bro, you know, I mean, like there's no way to talk to people without being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, your name's not even green, right? So, I'm not worth $3 a month. It's just sad at this point, honestly. It's just sad. People want to come in here. They want me to pat them on the back for my good calls, their growth. I don't know. Maybe it's me. All you gotta do is ask people for money. And that shows them that shows you their true colors. And there's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbuster. Yeah, AMD raging. Freaking 500. And we keep waiting. Waiting on the world to change. Hmm. Hmm. I think you want spy calls here. Spy calls here, in my opinion. Here we go. Hey, Mark, what's up, brother? Spoke to you the other day. Come and say your vids on BB and NOK were absolute legend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. See, where's Danny? Where'd Danny go? That's how you say hello. Just for your notes over there. Yes, I remember you, brother. I remember. That's why I went back again, right? I said, oh, I'll get to it, and then when I uploaded it, I went back to you and I said, yo, go check it out. But that's awesome, man. I'm glad you, I'm glad you, appreciated the calls. Hopefully you were involved a little bit. Both of those stocks, obviously, continuing to climb, hitting new 52-week highs today. BlackBerry's still going, in my opinion. So is Nokia, but BlackBerry looks like it just wants to keep climbing. Solid. $70.30. Nah, good job. Good job, brother. Nah, don't even sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to tell which one is going to percentage-wise outperform the other, but again, either which way, we know what we know, right? We saw BlackBerry down low. They were almost the same price, right? 3, 4 and change. Now they're both climbing up. Again, BlackBerry, Nokia kind of started to do it before BlackBerry, right? So Nokia's kind of been climbing. BlackBerry really just started climbing, if we look, right? So that's why if we back out, yeah, I had this trend line. What's this line up here again? Yeah, see, this trend line's like 10 and change. So, again, is it going to yield you, 800%? No, obviously. Probably not. But the idea, again, was to look for the beaten up, battered down, as I said back in the Trump videos, the backup secondary tech players, the grandfather tech, the forgotten about tech, and almost every single company I've mentioned in that space, aside from SMCI, which of course is blatantly being held down as we established in the numbers, in my opinion anyway. Almost every single one of these stocks are breaking up, breaking out, breaking records. I spoke about Nokia, I spoke about BlackBerry, I spoke about AMD, spoke about Intel. This is why I say again, this shit's easy. That's why, it really is. This shit's easy. Man, I'm so good at this job, man. Look at SCC. Oh, that one's going back to 200 probably. I still say again, gold and silver. I still say gold and silver are in play. Again, the ETFs for those, GLD, SLV. Freaking McDonald's sucks. Look at that. They keep this stock up, man. Look at that. I was calling for drops on this stock for years. For years. Actually, kind of still looks like McDonald's puts are in play. All right, what did I say? Spy calls. All right, here we go. Spy calls. I could do it in the short term. I could do it in the long term. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But everybody could do this, right? We're all the same. I'm just glad that I have a bunch of people, like commented on the videos, and like you guys see, Mark coming in here, showing some love. I'm just glad that people again kind of saw what I saw and saw the writing on the wall with a lot of these names. And now I have again people coming out, oh hey, I jumped in NOK, I saw the video, appreciate it. BB looking good, thanks. MX again, MX another one, climbing up to highs. That's what I mean. It's beautiful. Under the radar company, right? One of the few. I mean, tech company. One of the few tech companies that hasn't exploded in value. You know what I'm saying? That's why I liked. That's why I always liked SMCI. That's why, a year ago I was talking to you guys about IBM. You know what I mean? You want to try to find the ones that go into that lull period and get the spotlight taken off of them. I'm telling you, that's where the big appreciation comes in. I'm telling you. Hey, what's up, Killian? How you doing, brother? Semi-sector. Yeah, no, tech completely breaking up and out, as you see. NASDAQ raging right now, up about 1.5%. We got, again, AMD continuing to hit highs. Almost up to about 498.5, up over 6.5% now. Highs of the day, just now. On its way above 500 again. Did a video on AMD back at $120 a share. The markets, the tech sector started to sell off, right? After we looked at it, the stock went down before it went up. People were saying, oh, amazing money destroyer. This stock is trash. But even getting in early at 120 when we did the videos, you're up over 300% right now. But again, like everyone says, oh, we're all the same. You just get lucky. Yeah, I get lucky 90% of the time. Right? Think about that. I'm getting lucky 90% of the time. That's pretty freaking lucky if you ask me. That's pretty freaking lucky if you ask me. Aside from, I mean, really, think about those percentages. I mean, we're talking like, aside from a shooting guard in the NBA, aside from his free throw percentage, nothing is 90%. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. What's a great batting average in baseball? 300. 300. If you're a 300 hitter, you're a phenomenal hitter. And what does 300 mean? 300 means you are not making contact, but you are getting a hit 30% of the time. 30% of the time. Our success rate is around 90%. Now imagine I came up to the plate, I was batting 900 instead of 300. If I was on the court and I was shooting a 3 for you, instead of having a 37% accuracy, I have a 90% accuracy. I mean, really. Nothing compares to you. She was singing about me. I want you to know that. Rest in peace. Yeah, it's all good, Mark. It happens. Happens to the best of us. And it's funny, too, because you watch all these useless people on YouTube, and what do they say, right? Oh, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for the channel. This is the one channel out there where you absolutely need to turn on notifications, in my opinion. At this point, not to sound like a cocky schmuck, but if I speak, you should be listening at this point. I don't know what else to tell you, honestly. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, you're going to walk around salty and negative with a bad taste in your mouth because of what the last guy did to you. Assuming that us being wrong 10, 15% of the time is what you're witnessing. You know what I mean? Because I have people like I've never seen on YouTube before, and I'll make a random video about like a new stock, and they'll come in and like they'll talk smack, and it's like, what is, like, where are you even coming from? Like, you have no idea who you're talking to, what we've been through, what we've been doing, what our success rate is. And you're trying to take the wind out of our sails, you know, as we're just getting a head start here, trying to get off the ground. That's why I say, man, you know, when it comes to so much of this, man, ignore the noise, man. Ignore the noise. Guy probably works at the fund that shorted it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust anyone. I don't believe anyone. You saw that short report on MBOT. You kidding me? You kidding me? Definitely someone's nephew. Definitely, 100%. Chart on MBOT. Actually looked like it was kind of ready to drop down. And could still, right? I mean, I just kind of spoke about this in the video. But might see a run up to around the high ones, maybe. Test that moving average. Nothing compares to you. SB chilling. That's another one, right? That's another. I mean, I make a video about SB. The freaking thing gets 40 views. And that's what I mean. What did that one do? Yeah, that was just a quiet stock that paid you a small dividend to hold it, that no one knows about, that no one talks about. That could have doubled your money. Right? If you listen to me, whatever, 8 months ago, whatever the hell it was, if you had 80K, 200K to park somewhere, right? 200, now you got almost 400. I promise you the average person on Wall Street is not doing that. All right? I promise you. And we should kind of hang out around this level, in my opinion. That's what I mean, man. Like, there have been so many freaking winners on my channel, bro. I literally lose track. And then people come in here, they try to give me smack. Or they're hesitant to freaking send me a couple of bucks because they're all pikers. It's so sad, man. They'll try to call me out on Twitter and shit. It's so sad. It's so sad. There you go, CBOE. That's another one. I did an update video just the other day on SB and CBOE. I think the video after a week has like 100 views, right? That's what I mean. The finance space should be ashamed of themselves. Y'all should be ashamed of themselves. Of yourselves. And that's why, again, seeing what I'm doing, not only with brand name companies, like calling the rebounds in BlackBerry, Nokia, so on and so forth, but also the under-the-radar growers, SB, CBOE. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. And that's why, again, I know sometimes I fly off the handlebars and I'll start typing out some random dumb shit to people. And I'll go on these rants maybe in the comments or some shit, but on X or whatever, but look at that. Look at that. First video, 120 a share. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. And this is why we're in here doing this, and this is why I laugh when people come in and they're like, oh, everyone else does it this way. You should type out your option calls on X. right? I did that for a little bit. Nobody gave a shit. Like, but still, it makes me laugh. And we got the sirens coming. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. But it makes me laugh because it's like they're not doing what I'm able to do. Yet people come in here and they're like, oh, you should do it this way and that way. That's how everyone else does it. Yeah, that's why they suck. They suck, and that's why, again, hashtag too damn good, hashtag who's who, hashtag legend status. I prove it day in and day out. We're talking over 4 years straight. Been here, never hid from anyone. Again, even the handful of situations that didn't work out, right? STEM, PayPal was down. What was that day? We had earnings on the same day, right? Remember, PayPal and Fubo both took 20% hit. Where was I? Where was I? I was online at the open, sat here live for 6.5 hours. So I'm correct roughly 90% of the time, and even when I'm wrong, I'm right here. I'm not hiding. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to reevaluate the situation. I'm here to do risk assessment. Right? And that's what I mean. The you know, the value is immeasurable. And only people with real wealth see that. And it's a shame because that's only a very small percentage of investors. Think they say like, well, here in the States, half the country has like little or no net worth, right? So, you know, you're sitting here like, oh, you're in America, it's a great country, you got whatever, 350 million people. Right, okay. Half of those people have no money. No stocks, no mutual fund, no 401k, right? Think about that. Now, of the half, that do invest, how many are too old? How many are too young? How many got burned and don't do it anymore? How many just do bonds? How many people just do real estate? Right? So now we're narrowing it down to even a smaller group that just focuses on stocks. Then, only about 10% of that group, I'd say, has, it's high 5, 6 figures to play around with. And that's why it's unfortunate, because I'm very good at what I do. And, people will come in and they'll be like, oh, I got like $300. Are there any calls you like? And it's like, that is like so difficult, man. That is so, it's like you're trying to make the most money the hardest way. Just looking for those home runs. Spy calls, by the way. How you doing? How you doing?
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
I just appreciate the support from you guys, man. Like I said, I'm glad that there are still at least, level-headed people out there who see the writing on the wall, see how successful we are, and they're like, you know what? Like we said, it's a marathon, right? Not a race. Of course, we all want it to happen overnight. Of course. But realistically, that's not how it happens. And it's still a fact that the most millionaires in our country were made by the stock market. That is a fact. From their investment accounts, from their, retirement accounts being invested into the indexes or whatever, being held in something like Walmart stock for the last 20 years, dripping the dividends, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? That growth, that has made the most millionaires in this country, the stock market. And that's why I say, like, to at least learn about it on the surface, and again, kind of like the way we've been doing it, right? Like I say, like the Buffett method, right? We found, again, BB, Nokia, brand name undervalued stocks, good entries. Now we have great growth, right? That's what I mean. Like, you have formulas on how to make money over time. You know what I'm saying? So why not just follow that freaking formula? I know the options are fun. I know you could wake up and be up 2,000%. I know. Unfortunately, 99% of the time, you don't. Right? And it's just the way it is. It's nothing against your skill or your talent or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you want to do some options, do some trading? That's fine. No problem. The bulk of your liquidity, as you see, by markets kind of continuing to climb up, it should be in these mutual funds, these ETFs, and these individual stocks. They say at least 50% doesn't have a retirement plan, 80% can't handle a $1,000 emergency. Yeah, I mean, think about that. Think about that. You line 10 people up right now and throw them all into an emergency. 8 out of 10 of them don't have $1,000 to deal with oh, the fridge just broke. I need to buy a new fridge or something. You know what I'm saying? That is scary, man. That is scary. Do you think SB is still a good entry at current price level? I do. I do. I like SB. What was the other one we were oh, no. I was going to, West. Mr. West. Mr. West. So we have this potential bull flag lining up for West Rock. Is Buffett one of your mentors? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you know, I know about the guy. I understood the way he invested. I, you know, listened to him speak a handful of times. I really wouldn't say mentor. But he was one of the best to do it. And what he, you know, what he practices is very logical, right? It's very logical. It makes sense. If you grab the average person off the street now and you show them like Apple stock and you're like, yeah, this stock's been running, you know, hypothetically, if we fast forward 12 months and it comes all the way down here, would you buy the dip? You know, would you buy it at a discount if it sells off? Of course. Yeah, it's rough out there, Joe. It's rough out there. I mean, you know, granted, I understand some people, you know, they might have a couple of kids. They might have, you know, like a family member they're taking care of. There's you know, they're taking whatever hours and minimum wage work they can get so they can, like, barely pay the bills and stuff. I understand some people are in that situation. And, of course, you know, my heart breaks for them. A lot of other people, though, I'm slowly realizing, people are just really freaking bad and stupid with their money. That's what I'm realizing. That's what I'm realizing. The same people who'll come in here and cry like, oh, I got no money, I should have invested 10 years ago, blah, blah, blah. Those are the same people that have, you know, they have a new phone every year. You know? Those are the same people who, they got 15 pairs of Jordans in their closet. You know? It's just sad. You give me $1 million right now, the last thing I'm doing is buying a pair of Jordans. But that's just me. That's just me. You know, people say, oh, I like that shit though, you know, those are my investments, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all right. But at the same time, you could have, like, actually invested, right? And saw, like, real big growth. And now, you can buy all the freaking Jordans you want. Right? So it's like, what are we talking about? You could always buy them later. And I know people love him and love them and love the sector, but at the end of the day, they're just sneakers, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a pair of sneakers. So, you know, It's not like a gold bar, you know what I'm saying? Ah, got Mark over there. That was a good one, right? I'm telling you, it's true. It's true. Well, like those same people, you know, they bought the new Gucci backpack or some dumb shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're a grown ass man, bro. You're walking around with a backpack. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what went wrong here in society. And again, I'm not knocking those shoes or Jordan or anybody. I mean, you know, if right now, if I was making whatever, you know, a couple of $100K a year, I mean, if there was really a pair of Jordans that I liked and I wanted, yeah, whatever, I'd buy them. But it wouldn't be a big deal at that time because I would have the money, right? The problem is people just go out and get what they want without having the money. That's the problem. That's the problem. No one's saying you can't buy Jordans. But, you know, if you barely have money to pay rent, like, you probably don't need to be here lining up to get these at open. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? It's a pair of sneakers at the end of the day. Well, these freaking phones, man. They make, like, the slightest changes in these phones, and they charge people, like, $1,500 a year, and everybody's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. You know, back in my day, cell phones were for emergencies. Yes, hello, help. My car broke down. I need help. Right? That's what you need a cell phone for. Stocks only go up, boys and girls. Yeah, exactly. People confuse necessities with luxuries, right? Because, again, as much as you like them, something like a pair of Jordans is a luxury, right? It's like you will be able to wake up tomorrow and still go about your day if you did not have the Jordans, you know? So, sometimes when your back's up against the wall, that's how you got to think, unfortunately. And I know it sucks, but really everything in life comes back to sacrifice, doesn't it? That's what it all comes back to. Do you want to sacrifice your time to, further your education on your own so that you can have a more successful career? Do you want to sacrifice your time so that you can, learn about the investments and have your money work for you and have to worry that much less later, you know? I'm gonna go watch your vids about West Rock. All right, bro. Yeah, appreciate it. Make sure to give him a like and a hype and all that bullshit, right? Appreciate you, Mark. Hey, I love you too, bro. Appreciate it. It's not perfect, but it looks like almost a cup and handle? Maybe? I don't know. Everything's slowly climbing, so SMCI is probably going to pop. Stocks only go up. Especially if they're BB and Nokia. Hey. Yeah, it's a good day, man. It's a good day. Got a good community. Got good weather. Got good stocks at good highs. Got birds chirping outside my window. Just doesn't get any better than this. How we doing? Hope everyone had a good holiday, though. What's today? Tuesday. We got earnings today? Anybody? Anybody important? Let's find out. We got Box. Chemical and Mining Company of Chile. SQM. Semtech. I looked at this one in the past. Semtech. Oh. Well, that looks good. Basically, if it's technology, it's up huge. I think that's kind of the consensus here. This one's up really big, though. I mean, yeah, they're growing nicely. You brought in $1 billion. You got the market cap at 15 billion. Again, see what I mean? That's up there. That's up there. Uma? Uma? What's an Uma? Uma. Hey, it's up. Half a bill. Nice EPS. $60, broke even at 60. I went black, excuse me, at 66. And then up to 74, huh? Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, SCCO doing well. I'm telling you, in my opinion, again, I will state, copper, silver, gold, in my opinion, still in play. Smart workplaces. Okay. Uma residential. Okay, security. California. Of course. I love it. It's like the worst state, yet every company's based out of California. Uma. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, ba-ba. Debt jumped up. What do we have, an acquisition or something? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, ba-ba. Yeah, okay, nothing too crazy. Oh, nice car going by. And this one looks alright. Uma. Qfin. Somebody was talking about Qfin a while back. Or I mentioned Qfin. Oh wait, this was the Chinese company, right? Tried to pull a fast one on me? Huh? Huh? My mind's like a steel trap. They call me the Rock. Oh, you got Dick's Sporting Goods. Abercrombie and Fitch tomorrow? Bath and Body Works. Oh, Movado. I think I've spoken about Movado in the past. believe I've mentioned, I've spoken about this in the past. Yeah, I like this one. As you can see, it's been climbing very nicely. So if we consolidate and we beat again, we're going to pop up here, it looks like, to about 30 plus, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody wants any earnings plays. Again, you got Abercrombie and Fitch tomorrow morning, Dick's Sporting Goods, Movado. Yeah, just a few, just a few. Spy calls. Anybody? Anybody? I called them like there. Anybody? Yes? Well, Derek, thank you. You're the best. Wow, you're mad good at this.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
I'm gonna grab a smoke. I'll be right back. Okay. Swibby. I'm so good at this. I'm so good. Again, first video was here. I did updates the whole way down here saying I still liked it. First video was here at about 10. I mean, again, even if you got in there, this is what I'm saying. Even if you got in there and it went down, you weren't able to add. You're still up over 50% on your principal plus dividends. I'm sorry, but there's levels to this shit. Yeah, appreciate you, Killian. That's what you should be doing, baby. It's what all those frickin' channels are for. It's not for me, I'll tell you that much. If I had money, I'd know what to buy. Oh, AMD 500. 500. Huge frickin' volume right there. Are you kidding me? Holy shnikes. How's it only... That's interesting. Very interesting. Well, congratulations to all AMD shareholders. 500. Damn. Look at how tight, man. Holding that line. I'm telling you, it's going to pop up, not down. In my opinion. Should pop up, not down. And what do you know? It should get up to those teens, as expected. And we're going to potentially see the warrant acceleration, as expected. In my opinion. There you go. Look at that Coke. Look at that Coke. First video back there. First video back there. I showed you massive growth. I got you a 10-for-1 split. Once again, man, there's levels to this shit. Keep saying it. Yeah, MMA is a new one. MMA is a new one. Speculative, of course. Does seem like it's been getting some good news, though. In my opinion. Yeah, just ended a partnership. There you go. Got a couple of mil. Expands internationally. UFC gym launch in Australia. I'm telling you, this is something that could be good. Again, the only problem is very cheap per share. Risk of reverse stock split. But hopefully, we had this break, and we do like one of these, and we come back up to $1 plus. But this one, yeah, this one I like. But little risky. Little risky. Light volume today. Yeah, Ampex was a good one. Oh, RR just popped today. Yep. Came down. Got back above resistance, right? This was our resistance we kept rejecting off of. Right? We extend this out. Bang, got above resistance. And now we're climbing. So technically next stop should be like here, like 4.5. If you want, you could jump in now. I'll mention that. That's where I did the video. That's where I did the video at 3.5, saying I'd be a buyer at like sub 2. Stock hit almost 23. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Shit's easy, bro. Shit's easy. You understand? From 2 to 23. Still sitting at 18. This shit is easy. For me, anyway. Yeah, this one was getting smacked around. Yeah, just flowing down that trend line. Freaking slight miss on EPS, and then they were like, oh, it might be a rocky next quarter, so that freaking sent them dropping. I mean, the revenue was there, though. Revenue was there. Bringing in roughly $10 billion a year. I mean, market cap $1.5 billion right now. Again, the margins drop, but the revenue is there. As we know, though, like with everything else, people will most likely become impatient. And as long as they don't, you know, dilute or anything too crazy, then we'll come back and one day it'll be 60. Just like PayPal. How about Nike? How's Nike doing? Chilling. Chilling. Go. A CCO video freaking back here somewhere. What more do you want? What more do you want? SECO, yeah, it looks like it's ready to pop here. It's at highs of the day. Oh, man. See if anybody telling me how awesome I am. I appreciate you liking the stuff. Building a base on the moon. Oh my goodness, this girl is freaking everywhere. Look at this. Look at this. 3 in a row. Oh, wow, he likes Trump. We got a boycott. $5 in the S&P. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for your input. Up, up. Charged extra for a complicated order. Oh, wow, look at that. $5.75. You make me work? I didn't come here to work. He's pumped the next one. Stephen A. Oh, there's a lot of darkness here. America's birthday. I haven't been to any of those cities. I don't care. What the hell? What the hell? This guy's snake wrangler over here. I don't care what you call your baby. Wow, it's pretty hot. $1 million for a Knicks finals ticket. Wow. A house or a ticket? Oh, okay. They just let this guy get crushed by a dozen freaking things of sheetrock. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, y'all took way too long to do that if this is real, so unfortunately that guy might be gone. You had to get to that guy right away. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? What am I seeing? Everyone's home barbecuing. Who's going to Home Depot? Who's going to Home Depot on Memorial Day? On Memorial Day? No. You get everything you need the day or two before. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I feel bad for a lot of people, man. Like their brains are not functioning 100%, you know? Here we go. There we go. I didn't come here to graduate. I'm gonna throw your ass down these stairs. People crying about something, probably. Up, another fight. Okay. What is happening? GTA 6. Trash. This guy is so weird. I don't know how this guy is popular. I find this guy so freaking weird. He says some wild shit. And people are upset about all the other people's out here saying wild shit. Sitting there with his freaking corduroy suit. Trash. There you go, a little light show. I think he made an ad for the Netherlands. There isn't a single Dutch person in it. Okay. Nice. You see, I just want to say, these people, yeah, for real. These people, whether you're police, freaking ICE, border patrol, whatever, if somebody was literally in my face, screaming into that thing, forget about the job, you can keep your pension. You wouldn't be able to control me. Hey, that's me. Guess we scrolled too far. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What time is it? 3 o'clock? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored. Uh, Not that I feel like shit because they freaking closed the market yesterday, so I'm all freaking upside down. Told you I hate days off. Nobody ever made money taking a day off. It's a chicken company. Oh shit, we're flowing. Cause I'm out here flowing. Yeah, remember those commercials? Eat more chicken. Let's draw a little trend line out here. What do we got here? Draw a little trend line? Eh? It's getting close. Gonna drop the dollar. They're gonna drop the dollar and I pop my collar. Alright. Spy calls again here, in my opinion. Spy calls, my opinion. Spy to open. Spy calls here now, in my opinion. Now I go into Discord. Come over here. Spy calls again. See, now, this is what breaks my heart. Because I should have 10, 20 people jumping in this thing, and then hopefully it works out. You'll make a couple of $100 each. You'll send me $5, $10 each. Boom, look at that. Just made 50, $100. That's the way it's supposed to be. Excuse me. They're gonna drop the dollar and I pop my collar. Oh, hey, $1.99. Are you, sweetheart? It's $1.99. Look at AMD still going. Freaking 501. Yep. Yep. They're gonna drop this. They're gonna drop this. I wish I had more monies. Yep. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. 7511. 7511 Haif. Hmm. Just looking for a nice pop here. Give us a nice pop. Yeah, it's all fake, bro. It's all fake. Nothing is real. For all I know, you're not even real. I'm not real. Eh? That was the point. Yeah, this is fake news. It's fake news. Money supply up. We should be down. Yep. Got one of those lasers from Home Depot. Put it on the wall. You saw that video? We know the truth. We now know the truth, and you can't handle the truth. Yeah, it was a funny video. Apparently, if you like point a laser at the wall while you're tripping on psychedelics, you could like see binary code in the freaking laser or something. So I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how real it is because I don't have a laser or psychedelics at the moment. But I guess I'll take that word for it. DraftKings getting smacked. That's good to know. Look at AMD. Are you serious? Talk about breaking out into uncharted waters. Holy shit. Holy shit. Damn. Now that's a breakup. What time is it? 10 after? Look at the volume, too. Light. Light. So what does that mean? Is there going to be a massive push all in with chips at like 358? But what does it all mean, Basil? Look at that, huh? They thought it was a... Think about this. They thought it was a bad call at 120, right? Because once again, we were early, but not wrong. The friggin' stock's up almost 40 points today, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Imagine you had 100 grand in AMD at 120, right? You're up 30% of your principal investment today. Today. So just today, you're up 33 grand. You understand? Nokia at 3, 4 and change. Now it's at 14, 16. You understand? You're gaining a point a day. You're gaining 20, 30% of your principal investment a day. This is what the pain is for. This is what you wait for. Or some guy on X doing some challenge or whatever. I mean, I wish people the best of luck. You know, I don't know, 1,000 to like 50,000 or something in, I don't know, like 2 weeks or whatever he's doing. Again, God bless people. I mean, again, in order to do a challenge like that, to do it that quickly, you're going to have to take on massive risk, right? So you're only able to do that if you already have money. So, you know, God bless. But my point is, I forgot, I was talking, yeah, it was on X, and I think I replied to the post, and I was like, oh, what, you know, what is this, AI or some shit, you know, this is all noise, you know, just block this person. Then the kid responded like, oh, have you been following my challenge? And I said, no, you know, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't, you know, how's it going, how you doing? The kid came back like an hour or two later, liked my reply, but never replied. Right? So, that's what I mean. That just goes to show you, even if the guy's doing it or not, like, I don't know. I don't know. See, that's what I mean. Something like that. It's like that person's a jerk off. Even whether they're doing it or not, I don't understand. And it's funny because I'm a little bit of a jerk off myself. But if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you an answer. Appreciate it, Joey. Appreciate you. The hell is that? Someone going by on a little moped or something. The summer wind, it begins. Walk with me. The summer wind, it begins. Walk with me. Yeah, I mean, this is fun, but I'm getting bored. Yep, time to scroll up another one. Oh, DraftKings, we hardly knew ye. Let's extend this bitch out a little bit, yeah. Yeah, a little bit like that. Uh-huh. 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 Come up here, yeah. Let me see that. Yeah, yeah. Let me see that. Yeah, whip, yeah. Like that. Okay, okay. Stay with me. Stay with me, baby. Huh? Huh? There we go. I want it right there. So we're looking at 23 and a third. 23 and a third. 23 and a third. We got this coming down. Uh, they're gonna triangle pop this. They're gonna triangle pop this, in my opinion. What is this? What is this right here? 2640 on the open? Okay. Okay. So let's come back. Yeah, 39. It's close enough. Right? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Break down. Top, 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 top. Do you see? In my opinion. 'Cause I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps. These little town blues are melting away. Where was it? All these should be automatic. I shouldn't even have to type it anymore. Frickin' X needs to understand who's who. Someone better call up one of their frickin' Russian programmers and let them know who's who, huh? Yeah, I'll put a like on my own post, being that no one else gives a shit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a couple of weeks. I don't know, a month. Uh, Hold on. I gotta put my little green circles because both mentions of spy calls today were well timed. Uh-huh. This is what I do, man. I believe the other day this guy asked me to christen his kid. Yeah, I'll do it. 7,000 I charge. These are little town blues. Melting away. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. ISRG in '04 like M-Bot now, hopefully. Right? We've seen what that one's done over the last 20 years, so yeah, hopefully. Just remember my name one day when you have like millions of dollars, hopefully, and you're able to retire, right? Just remember me. Just keep me in mind. That's all I ask. The frickin' hydrograph explosion and shit, that's all I ask. Take care of me down the road. Alright, Joey, appreciate your support, brother. Appreciate your time. Have a good day, man. These little town blues. My man. Longing to stray. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Well, it's a good day for us all around. Check back in on some of our names here. Look at that. 860. Blackberry with the 860. How you doing? Check out that NOK. Check out that Nokia. I'm telling you, Chiboshi's percolating. Looks like it's ready to pop again, in my opinion. But, it has kind of been raging for a while. Yeah, that's like straight up for a month. Almost straight up for 3 months here. But this is when the markets turn around. But NOK was kind of doing their own thing, and that's why now it's materializing. But you can see you got this trend line here looking like around 17-ish. And then, of course, next one looks like what? Yeah, like 1790 maybe. Yeah, real strong. Real strong. What else we were looking at? SMCI we'll check on. Having a good day. SMCI all up in my eye. Tried to test that line again. I mean, we saw it look like a potential cup and handle, which obviously it wasn't. Could have made the argument for an ascending triangle here as well. But then we started to break down. But again, I mean, either which way, numbers don't lie, baby. Numbers don't lie. They can play with it all they want. Like a little kid in a sandbox. Yeah, setting up for a good week. Setting up for a good SMCI week. Let's check MX real quick. Yeah, she's holding. She's holding. Yep, Yep. That's what I mean. We liked the stock. A couple of people made a couple of bucks on it. And then we had the earnings beat. And then we had the drop. Remember? What was I saying? What was I saying? I said it doesn't matter if they beat it up, where they bring it down. Doesn't matter, right? I'd be buying that dip. Bang. That's why I say my mantra, you know? I know what I know. I know what I know. And listen, of course, I could be wrong. Right? We know that. They don't all work out. But at this point, you might want to give me the benefit of the doubt. But that's just me. I have to sneeze. Oh, shit. And see what I said before. When did that bounce? About 2 o'clock? And look at silver, right? What was I saying? What was I saying, bro? See what I mean? Can't do everything. Can't do everything. Like I said, I can't do it for you. I'm sorry, I can't do it for you. Freaking AMD. I'm so good at what I do. Too damn good. Too damn good. Yeah. Turn along, turn. Take your pick. Shades. Too damn good. Legend status. Who's oh. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I really don't mind sitting here with you guys, but I don't know, like nobody comes in here, nobody trades. It makes me feel like it's not worth the time, and then other people are like, "Yo, where are the videos? You don't make videos anymore." Line calls for the win. Uber. Uber. Yeah, should be good in my opinion. Yep. Yep. That's why you listen to Derek. Yeah, it was beautiful timing. Like I said, but I was looking at the dollar. It looked like that descending triangle was setting up, and they were looking to bottom it. Sometimes it just works out perfectly. Oh yeah, definitely a good way to start the week. I'll tell you that much. Nailing some trades. Got multiple stocks hitting highs. Really good day. Today was a good day. So nice out today. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Still do not know any other words to that song. Damn. Talk about seeing some green, huh? One, two, three. 15, 16, 17. 17. One red in the last 17. Damn. Now that's what you call a rebound. It is still going. Where's the AMD? 600? Ah. Wow, look at that. Market's climbing so much. Disney's green now. Holy shnikes. Market's climbing so much. It's raising the anchors. Raising the anchor. Because as we know, Disney sucks. Look at this. Look at this. S&P's up almost 20 points since the SPY call mention. But in about the last 20 minutes, we've only had one red candle. Look at this, look at this. That's it. It's all about the Middle East deals. That's it. Almost out of gas. Called the Arabs. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. I feel like this is like some nerd in there trying to tell him, like, listen, in the technicals, we gotta pull it back. And they're like, listen, Timmy, shut up. All right, we're buying. We're buying. Look, they gap it down. They gap it after the one red candle in freaking 15 minutes. They gap it down so they can bring it up. Watch this. Watch this. Can you see? Watch this. You're not even ready for what's coming. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. They're playing games? You're playing games, really? For one candle, you're gonna play a game? Huh? What'd I say? What'd I say? Right in front of your face in real time. What'd I say? That's what I'm saying, man. And it just said we had like 10, 12 viewers in here and a bunch of people. That's what I'm saying, bro. People, let me tell you something. The reason why I am not the #1 watched finance person in my sector is because people do not know what to look for. You understand what I'm saying? People don't know what to look for. If anyone just came in and saw that and heard that and watched that live, you would follow me into the depths of hell if I said so. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, people, they don't know what to look for in this space. That was freaking beautiful. That was beautiful. Now what they're going to do is they're probably going to retest here at the moving average, but see how it's topping out over here. So they're going to pop, they're going to break it up. It's going possibly 75.40 going into the close. Bro, I'm so good at my job. It's scary, actually. I actually scare myself sometimes. Round two. Woo! They didn't even want to meet it up down here, huh? They didn't even want to wait a second. Why does it taste so sweet? $75.25 on the candle. Meh. Meh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See, they're trying not to make it obvious, but as we know, just delaying the inevitable. It's what they do best. Let's see, anyone giving me props? Nope. Pointless. Pointless platform. Time is it? About 5 minutes to go. Good. Because I'm bored. Like they're contemplating now dropping it to retest the moving average. Uh-huh. It's got to be back-to-back red candles here. It's got to be back-to-back red candles. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's pretty much the moving average. Now everyone buys off of the moving average. Alright, now they buy off the moving average. No way. But then again, I'm not even looking at the dollar, so who knows. But it should go up. Should see a really strong bounce off of this. If it wants to make a higher high, you should see like 75.28 here. Ah, looks like they're going to drop it, actually. Looks like they're going to drop it here in the last few minutes. Interesting. With the dollar continuing to drop, it didn't do what I said. Oh, I'm lagging bad right now. Very interesting. Up. Uh-huh. Ooh. Hey, what's up, Buddy? Yeah, we had a really nice climb for about an hour, though. Nailed those spy calls right there. Alright, look at that. 2.5 hours of my time for 7 likes and $8. Oh, man. That is rough. Is a minimum wage like 15 an hour? And obviously I deserve maximum wage, not minimum wage. That's rough. That is a rough day for me. Oh, look at that. Silver's up 2% now. Yep. Can't do it for you. Nah, it was a good day all around, though. Again, we'll double check all of our names real quick before we get out of here. We got SMCI having a 4% day. Look at that baby go. Look at that baby go. Topping out, hitting that line. We're on the up and up. We're looking for a strong week. Check out our old buddy Blackberry, dark of the berry, sweet of the juice. Blackberry new 52-week highs today, 860. Next stop, 10 plus or whatever my trend line is, in my opinion. What else did we have? We had MX. New 52-week high today, perfectly to my trend line, 685. Shout out to the MX crew. And then, of course, we had our buddy Nokia. Nokia with the new highs again, 1663. How you doing? That's all she wrote, boys and girls. It's the way the cookie crumbles. And there you have it. Well, I did my job. And now, I don't want to do anything. So I'm going to end it here. Appreciate everyone's time. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate the couple of bucks, the likes, the super gifts and jewels, whatever the hell this guy was sending me before. Hopefully everyone's happy. Obviously a bunch of the positions are up. If you need me, I'll be in Discord. And I'll see